They said that this movie, Horrible Bosses 2, was going to be funnier than the first one, Horrible Bosses. They lied! Horrible Bosses 2, directed by Sean Anders, the guy who directed the Adam Sandler film, That's My Boy. Yeah, great follow-up from Seth Gordon, the guy that directed the first one. Seth Gordon gave such great direction. To follow this up with Sean Anders is really disappointing. And the comedic chemistry that was in the first one, the wit, the great writing, the great jokes, that is not in this movie at all. The chemistry is not there as much, and the wit, the likability of the characters and all that was in the first movie is not there at all. Now we got them ripping off the plot of the Danny DeVito, Bette Midler classic Ruthless People instead, which is so stupid of them to do. Well, let's get into the plot of this movie. The plot is that Nick, played by Jason Bateman, Kurt, played by Jason Sudeikis, and Charlie Day's character Dale, they're all back together again, and they have invented a shower head that squirts shampoo and I believe soap on you to help you wash better while you're taking your shower. And they advertise it on the Today Show or version of Good Morning America, something like that. These two businessmen, Bert and Rex Hansen, father and son, played by Christoph Waltz and Chris Pine, they see this idea on television and decide to invest money in it. And they want to help Nick, Kurt, and Dale start their business. So they give them money. Nick, Kurt, and Dale start the business. They hire the employees necessary to start the business. Kurt hires some of the employees based on the fact that he wants to have sex with some of them. Even though Nick says that, hey, wait a minute, that's sexual harassment. Oh man, why am I hiring them? Now I'll have to get rid of them. That's also sexual harassment. They start making the shower buddies. They bring the units to Rex and Bert, and Rex and Bert decide to screw them in order to force the three stooges of this movie to foreclose and go bankrupt so they can steal the product and make money off of themselves and make these three bozos lose. These three guys don't want to take this lying down, so what do? They decide to kidnap Rex, Chris Pine's character, hold him for ransom, and we have our sequel. This is the sequel, the plot from Ruthless People. And it is not a good movie. The comedic chemistry, the wit, the great writing is not in this movie. Instead, a lot of the jokes feel forced. The chemistry is almost there, but it's not really. And the characters really aren't as likable as they were in the first movie. And then you have the side characters that were in the first movie, Jennifer Aniston and Kevin Spacey. They return, but their roles in this movie don't even really feel all that necessary. A good rewrite could have written both of them out of this movie altogether. You don't really need two scenes from Kevin Spacey at all, which is just a glorified cameo. And Jennifer Aniston's character is not needed at all, even though she was okay in the movie. And Mother F. Jones, played by Jamie Foxx, he's probably the best part of the movie. But really, this is not a good movie, because Charlie Day spends most of the movie screaming in his very high-pitched voice, and Jason Bateman is really not all that funny as the straight man in the group. Not as Jason Sudeikis as the ladies man in the group this time around. It's just not a good movie. I'm going to give this movie a D, as in don't see it. And that's all I gotta say about Horrible Bosses 2. Just buy Horrible Bosses 1, that's much better.